This is the start of another projectiles for the grenade launchers. I've done various testing with various shells. You can see the high capacity shells here, and new ones, the ICS ones that I'm trying, that have the little top on it like this. I put yellow tape on it so I can find it when I shoot it. Has sort of like a shotgun barrel effect here. And the thing that I like, once it goes off, you just press that down. So this is a really good shell to have. They sell them in lots of 3, lots of 6. My S Thunder launchers, I have a short barrel one now and a long barrel one. And a new item that I picked up, these yellow, they look like baseballs. Okay, they're rubber. So just so you can see, they are rubberized. So if you get hit with them, they're not going to get hurt. They are called Bolt Balls. I don't know if you can read that. I'll get it in there close enough so you can. SKLZ Bolt Balls, soft micro balls, 12-pack. Okay, they're usually like $3 or $4. They were in the dollar bin. I guess it was the last one. I grabbed it for $1, so I got these 12 for $1, which was a steal. And the reason that I like it is, if you look at one of the shells, they go in a little tight here, like that. Put them in flush, and they launch perfect from these grenade launchers. Now, the only issue is that you cannot use the high capacity shell in the short launcher. You have to use the ICS one so that when the shell goes in, it's far enough back. With the high capacity shell in there, it's right to the end, so it's no good. And you can't get the ball in the front. So I'm going to do some testing with the shells, high capacity in the long launcher, and the ICS ones in the short launcher. And we're all going to be shooting these yellow balls to see what we got for range. I'll be using propane with a little silicone oil in it, and we'll see how everything works out. Today we'll be shooting at my favorite target, my car. And just a note so that you can see, there is a ball pressed inside there. It's pretty flush with the long launcher. You can get it in there as far as you want. The problem becomes that the short launcher, it just barely goes in because it's hitting on the shell that's in there. But it's a nice tight fit, and I'm thinking that we should get a good launch on it. Okay, we're going to try shooting some. First, high capacity shell with the longer launcher, and I'm going to try to get it in frame, and my target is my car. And as you can see, I had fired before. I thought I had it on safe. I didn't. Always have something on safe. It did hit the car from here, which is 45-50 feet away. I'd say 45 feet if the last measure was correct. So I hit the car, no problem, straight on shot, and no issues. One thing to note, it had just rained, it's 45 degrees, it's a little cool out here. These have been in the house, but they've been sitting out here for about 15-20 minutes in the cold, and they're still firing with the high capacity shell, no problem. Because I shot that so fast, I am going to shoot another high capacity shell with another ball inside there, just so you can see, and we get to see if we get the same results. Okay, firing. Wow, that actually had more velocity on it. I actually pushed the shell in a little bit more. I had to stop filming for a second because the ball, when it came back, was rolling down the driveway, and I didn't want to lose it. Okay, this is the small launcher with the shell sticking out a little bit. We're going to aim for the car again. I'm going to pull it back so I get the same range shot that I'm shooting from. And we are on fire and firing. Okay, now that only went about 30 feet and it dropped. I don't know if it's a combination of the shell or just being out here in the cold for a while. So what we're going to do is, I have a second shell that I dropped. Second shell with a second ball, and we're going to shoot again, pulling back here, see if we get the same range. Okay, I looped that one a little bit. It was getting out there about 40 feet, so not too bad. Okay, the final conclusion here, high capacity shells with the long launcher with the SKLZ balls work phenomenal. You got good range. It'll get out there if you have to put it through a window. I think it would be excellent. The ICS shells with the shorter S Thunder launcher and the SKLZ balls, didn't get quite as much range, but if you walk into a room, say a 12 by 12 room, and you breach a doorway and shoot the thing in the middle of the floor, chances are, if it depends on the rule set, they would count that as a room cleared. Some rooms or some events won't, but most of the ones I've been through are calling it an area effect if I can shoot it off in the building inside with the people. If I launch this one with the long launcher, I'm going to see if they're going to allow that to be a kill like you launch the shell inside. And even if you pay full price for these Bolt Balls, see, there you go, I think you can see it now, Bolt Balls they're called, by SKLZ, SKLZ. Even if you pay full price for them, they're only like $3, $3.50. I think it was $3.49 for the original price on them. And I found them in the dollar bin, so it's a good thing. Always remember, put silicone oil in your propane before you fill your grenades up so it maintains the seals. I would suggest also, if you are using the shorter launcher and you want to get something like this, try different shells. The ICS ones are a little lower power than some of the other shells that I have. The quick load feature on the top by just pushing it back down and loading it is really awesome on the field, so you don't have to finagle with the back and see if it'll work and push it around. This one, just push in, bang slam, I'm ready to load again. And the shotgun type effect on it is really nice. Having the caps that'll come off as well is pretty cool. They don't go as far. They're very hard, so I don't know if you'd want to hit somebody with these. And I put the yellow tape on it to make sure that I can find them because they are green. I would try other shells in the smaller launcher just to make sure that it might go farther. You might get longer than 30 feet. Positive result on the other one, I'm guaranteeing at least 45, 50 feet with that because it was hitting that car solid. And even with the rubber ball, if you hit somebody solid with them, you're not going to hurt them. Even hitting them straight on the face, it's no worse than getting shot full, 50 feet away by a BB going 350 FPS or more. So I'd say this is a really good thing for CQB. And depending on the arena or the event, whether you got to check with them to see if they're going to allow them. I hope you enjoyed the video. You all have a good day.